Hello, everyone. Gordon Causey, as always, coming to you live and unscripted with another joke about our joke of a prime minister in this country. And Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Candy's here. She wants her treat, so I better take care of her. Sit, shake, lay down. Good. There you go. Good. All right, so the joke. Number of years ago, Trudeau had come into the habit of taking walks around Parliament Hill, going between his office, Centre Block, the House of Commons, various MPs' offices. He'd stroll outside, and at this time, there was a woman who was often out on Parliament Hill itself, and she had a bucket with wildflowers in it, nothing special, daisies, daffodils, tulips, that kind of thing. And she had a small little handmade sign, said flowers, $1 each, and a little wooden box for people to deposit their money in. And Trudeau, being the magnanimous guy that he is, would, whenever he saw her, he'd walk by, reach into his pocket, pull out a loonie, and throw it into her little wooden box. However, he, never took the flower. He'd just walk on by, and he would do this every time that he saw her. And this went on for months and months. And then Trudeau went away. He had to go to some conference or something, international or somewhere in Canada. It was a few weeks he was away, and he came back, and he was taking his walk outside as he often did. And there she was again with her bucket full of flowers and her little wooden box. So Trudeau went walking by, and as he walked by, he reached into his pocket, pulled out a loonie, and just as he was dropping it into the wooden box, just as soon as he let it go out of his hand, the woman grabbed his hand. And she had a look like she was going to say something, and Trudeau interrupted, before she could say anything. Trudeau said, look, I know what you're going to say. You're going to ask me why I always give you $1, but why don't I ever take a flower? I know that's what you want to say, isn't it? And she says, well, no, actually, I just wanted to let you know I've changed the sign. The flowers are $2 each now. But she. I didn't tell it that great, but that's it. And Sharunian Allegiance, one of my favorite people to talk to on here, is asking me why is Canada still under the monarchy of the royal family? Because we're a constitutional monarchy. And to change it we'd have to move heaven and earth to change the Constitution. And I would love to see Canada adopt a more Republican style form of governance where the head of state, titularly, the head of state in Canada is the king, is King Charles. It's not our prime minister. Nothing becomes law in this country until legislation receives what is referred to as royal assent, meaning it has to be signed by the king or the king's representative, and the king's representative in Canada is the Governor General. And that's our system. And we don't have the same degrees of checks and balances that they do in the US. But I wanted to do just a quick video tonight. I'll keep it under 5 minutes. I'm coming up on 4 now. Long enough to say that Sharunian has asked me to look into this situation that's taking place with, or that took place with something called the Tulsa Real Estate Fund. And I forget the gentleman's name who headed up the fund. But he's a Black American individual, and I believe he raised somewhere in the neighborhood of $10 to $15 million. I think it's right around $12 million. And from what I understand, the fund is basically bankrupt, and Sharunian wants my take on it. I'm going to do a video talking about that and asking another question related to it. And the question is this: what race is the most racist? And because I see a connection between what happened with this Tulsa real estate fund and that question, but still kind of mulling those thoughts over in my head, so that'll come later, maybe tomorrow, maybe Saturday, maybe Sunday. Anyway, God bless everyone. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hitting the like button when you do. Thank you for all the subscriptions. I'm over 900 now, which is amazing for a miserable, pathetic, no production value YouTube station with just a Joe Nobody, Joe Canadian, Gordon Causey, from small town Eastern Ontario, Canada. I do enjoy sharing views that are sometimes considered. Certainly, Justin Trudeau would often consider my views unacceptable and would call me a member of the fringe minority. And I can deal with that. I've got big shoulders. not as big as they used to be. I'm getting old. Anyway, God bless. And we'll see y'all again soon. And Gordana, thank you for thanking me. All right. God bless again. Night.